Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Despite the fact that Matt Roloff is having a wonderful time with Corinne Chandler following the conclusion of his divorce on Little People, Big World, his behavior toward his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, gives the impression that he is trying to demonstrate his pleasure to her. The manner in which Matt treats Amy is only one of the numerous indications that his ego is well out of control. There are many other signals as well. Matt was personally responsible for a significant portion of the instability that occurred inside the Roloff family. All of their relationships have been severely damaged as a result of his divorce from Amy and the ensuing disagreements he has had with his son Zach on the family property. Zach was extremely unhappy as a result of Matt's decision to sell a portion of Roloff Farms without consulting his children, which also contributed to an increase in tensions with Amy. When the farm sale went drastically differently than she had planned, she felt as though she had been taken aback. She had sold her portion of the land so that her children could purchase it at a reduced price. Zach was irritated by Matt's exorbitant pricing, which is one of the reasons why he and his wife, Tori Roloff, officially departed the program after the 25th season of Little People, Big World. It is possible that the conclusion of the series is on the horizon, and in anticipation of the possibility of the last season, Matt does not appear to be treating Amy very well. During the month of May in the year 2024, Matt shared a photograph taken with his girlfriend, Corinne Chandler, which depicted the two of them smiling outdoors at a performance. According to the patriarch of the Roloff family, who captioned the photo, hanging out with Corinne's parents and friends at a concert in the desert, Matt and Corinne appeared to be doing well in their relationship. Have a good time and make the most of our lives. It appeared as though Matt needed to demonstrate to Amy and the rest of his family that he would be financially better off without them. Not caring that his family was upset with him, the cast member of Little People, Big World rubbed his new life in their faces. He did this without any regard for their feelings. Matthew's behavior toward Amy was continually cruel, with the exception of the photo he took with Corinne as a happy couple. Although they were still married, Amy claimed that Matt had an affair with Corinne while they were still together. If what is being accused is accurate, then this is a serious breach of trust. In addition, Matt's decision-making on the family farm, in particular the advertising of a portion of it for sale without consulting Amy or their children, displays a lack of care for Amy's feelings and interests. The divide that already existed between them was further exacerbated by this conduct, and Matt was in the wrong. Despite the criticism, Matt did not allow it to bring him down. On his Instagram account, he provided a sneak peek at the 5 most frequently requested questions, but on his Facebook page, he provided a more in-depth explanation of his responses. Even though he was the antagonist in Little People, Big World, Matt has been open once his non-disclosure agreement, NDA, ended. On his own Facebook page, Matt stated, "As more and more family members drift away from the show, it becomes more difficult to produce the same content as much as many of you hate, and we see the comments about the rifts and strifes between the family members, the better the ratings do." One of the ways that Matt confronted his detractors head-on was by essentially stating that the drama was what kept fans watching. When it came to his supporters, Matt did not pull any punches. He went on to say, during his lengthy response to the question about the property, Matt provided information that created the impression that he was less vengeful and more apologetic. Matt claims that both Jeremy Roloff and Zach have indicated interest in acquiring the large property, which has resulted in a particularly precarious circumstance for Matt in his role as a parent. Matt's decision-making process was made more complicated by the additional layers of complexity that were imposed by the severe property division requirements in Oregon, as well as by financial concerns and the desire to be fair to all members of the family. But fairness to all four of my kids and all grandkids played and weighted the heaviest, he further added. Matt appeared to have a rational response to a significant number of the accusations that were leveled against him. It's conceivable that he was only trying to be fair, despite the fact that the program gave the impression that he was callous in his treatment of Amy and his children. On the other hand, it is possible that he was acting defensively and trying to cover up his faults without necessarily taking responsibility for them. Matt and Karen are having a good time in life. In a photograph taken during the end of April 2024, the two individuals can be seen in the pool, smiling while wearing their swimwear. In the backdrop, there are pom-poms. A snapshot of the pair was taken with the comment, "Cooling off after a long dusty journey. Loving life floating on our pool noodles." The couple was clearly having a wonderful time on their trip. To all of you, I love you. Positive comments were left by a number of followers, including the following: "Have a lovely time, you deserve all the happiness your heart can hold, and would love to see you guys back in Cabo. I'll be there this year. You two are looking adorable." On the other hand, not all of the supporters were on board. The shot was taken shortly after the possible conclusion of the series, and Matt is not a particularly well-liked member of the cast. According to a fan, "Karen will always be the side piece that broke up a family." This statement was made as he proceeded to brag about his accomplishments, maybe in an effort to stir up Amy and the rest of the family. There is no way that will ever change it. Because of what she did to their family, his children will regret it forever. Matt made actions that were undoubtedly contentious, but he didn't care about them. At the same time as the drama was taking place on film, the patriarch was taking it easy in the warm weather. This show, Little People, Big World, was wrecked by the strained connection that existed between Matt and Zach. At the age of 13, Matt's kid made his debut on the reality series alongside his family in the year 2006. Documentation of his transition into maturity, including his marriage to Tori and the birth of their 3 children, was included in the series. On the other hand, Matt's decision to sell off portions of the property without first consulting his children resulted in a conflict with Zach, which exacerbated the situation significantly. It appeared as though Matt and Zach had given up on the possibility of healing their relationship, as seen by the cheerful images they took with Karen. It is possible that this may annoy Amy. Since the premiere of the 25th season of Little People, Big World, it is without a question that Matt and Karen have been enjoying the high life. Late in the month of March, Matt posted a post in which he described his and Karen's return from a cruise that they had taken in Curacao. He wrote, "Karen and I back from our vacation. At the perfect moment to see #LPBW, Curacao is my new favorite island. It's very nice." He seemed to remark about checking into Little People, Big World in a very casual manner, as if he didn't really care anymore about how he was depicted on screen after listening to the show. Uncertainty exists around the possibility of the show returning for a second season. Matt discussed the return of Little People, Big World in the same lengthy piece that he previously published on Facebook. There was no clear decision on the future of the show because it was contractually linked to season-to-season agreements. Matt accepted the potential of the program coming back, despite the fact that he admitted to being satisfied with the run of the show. So if LPBW never does come back, in whatever various other forms, I think consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBW Crazy Train saga pretty good, he thought to himself. In the midst of all the turbulent familial issues, such as his divorce from Amy and the selling of the family property, Matt acknowledged his own progress as he reflected on the changes that had occurred since the beginning of the program in 2006. In spite of the fact that Little People, Big World could be coming to an end, Matt underlined the significance of his connections and made a veiled reference to the prospect of returning to the show. It appeared as though he did not have any answers concerning the future of the show. In Little People, Big World, it appeared like Matt and Amy had a good relationship, despite the fact that it is probable that Matt posted all of this in order to make Amy angry. It is more probable that Matt was just sharing his travels with his followers because he was pleased about his life with Karen and wanted to share his experiences. Within the context of the popular reality television show, Matt is undeniably a troublesome character. Nevertheless, he feels sorry about the way everything with Amy and the farm turned out, especially considering all of the information that he disclosed after his non-disclosure agreement had expired. Despite the fact that he appears to be aware that he cannot go back and undo his acts, He is planning to move on.